The class started outside, with students from many different classes running around and playing on a playground enclosed by a metal fence. The teachers were standing off to the side, talking amongst themselves while keeping an eye on the students. After about 10 minutes, the teachers lined all the students up at the gate and led them into their respective classrooms. When she entered the classroom, Miss Sutterfield had her students sit at the table with the help of her assistant. It was soon after this that another teacher came to the door and whispered something to Miss Sutterfield. Then Miss Sutterfield grabbed her assistant and all the students, including me, and we gathered inside of a barrier in the corner of the room covered by a plastic wall and made sure everybody was completely inside and nobody was visible on the outside. It was at this time the students started to make some noise, but Miss Sutterfield quickly hushed them while her assistant said, "We are hiding from a very bad man and you have to be quiet so they don't hear us." Even though the teachers tried their hardest to keep the children quiet, they still made noise, and every now and then the teachers would have to hush them down and tell them to be quiet. Miss Sutterfield explained that everybody had to be completely hidden because this was a safety drill. After about 5 minutes, a teacher came through the halls telling the classrooms it was all clear. After this, Miss Sutterfield and her assistant had all the students sit down at the classroom table and gave them each a cup of water, making sure that the students drank it. After all the students finished drinking their water, Miss Sutterfield gave the rest of her class their assignment for the day. The first part of the worksheet had many different words on it, and the teacher said each word individually, asking the class if the word started with the letter B. Then she handed everyone a pencil and asked the children to draw the letter B. The teacher then went to each student and made sure they were doing a good job, and even helped if the students needed it. There were many different letters at the bottom of the page, but the teacher told the students to only circle the letter B using crayons. At this part, the teacher only observed and watched, as some of the students just marked all over the bottom of the page. Once the students finished with the worksheet, the teacher took them up and handed them another one with a jar on it. The teacher then said they're going to cut out the jar and break glow sticks to use as fireflies to put inside the jar. The students seemed really excited by this, and the teachers went around with safety scissors and one at a time cut out a jar, broke a glow stick, and gave the broken glow stick to the student, who then happily poured the glowing liquid onto the jar cutout. The students enjoyed this, and you could definitely see it on their faces. This observation showed me that safety is always the #1 priority, and you always need to be prepared in case of a disaster. The next observation was at Miss Corley's 5th grade special education classroom at the LEDC Cabot and Adult School. Most of the students were around the age of 19, with some being older. The first thing Miss Corley did was have all the students sit around one of the large round tables. And once everyone was seated, the teacher then told the students that they were going to make chalk paper. She then had a student fill a tub with a few inches of water